Favourite's got the alarming drifts in the betting, and they're racing. Now, one of the early leaders will be St. Eligius, although Prue's coming over and going up there. Boomalaka from Kawaja, Racy Ava. Out there all on its own near the middle of the course is Bodie Gabo. He's staying out there in the centre of the track for a long time as Prue races to a clear lead. Going up onto the first bend, and with 1,500 to go, she's flying along back out of the WA Oaks, and Prue has them running early and opened up a break of 4 or 5 lengths. Running second, Boomalaka, a length and a half to St. Eligius. He can't hold this leader down at this stage. She's fired up and she wants to bolt. Over on the outside, Racy Ava travelling fourth, a length and a half behind those. Then is Kawaja and the tail end of Bodie Gabo. Well, Prue's gone further in front, but simply can't slow it down, the hyphenator. Johnston Porter, he's trying to wrestle with her to bring him back underneath her, but with 900 left to go, she'd sailed away from them, Prue, and led by 10 lengths now. Running second, Boomalaka with a length and a half to the easing favourite, Racy Ava, outside of St. Eligius. They're being followed by Kawaja. Bodie Gabo is back at the tail end of the field and the best part of 15 from the leader. It's Prue who leads the way, the Slater filly. She's got a commanding break. 600 left to go, but can she possibly keep it going? She pulled very hard to be this far in front. It's Prue by about 8 or 9 lengths. They come up towards the home corner and she is in a race of her own at this stage, Prue. She leads by an absolute day. Running second, Boomalaka. Racy Ava's off the bit. She's under heavy pressure. Down on the inside next is St. Eligius, and then came Kawaja Bodie Gabo, but Prue, she's a furlong in front coming to the 200-metre mark and in no danger whatsoever. It's Prue by about 7 lengths at this stage down to the 150. Boomalaka's running on pretty well. Kawaja down the outside, but Prue with the post within her sights is going to hold on. She's getting a bit tired late. She was entitled to. She won it more than a length, Prue. Beat home Boomalaka, Kawaja. Racy Ava, the odds-on favourite. Well, she was until she eased and got right out in the market, and she's raced accordingly there. And then Bodie Gabo, and back last is St. Eligius. Well, she fired right up there, Prue, and she was probably a bit keen there, and Johnston Porter spent the first half of the race just trying to lock her down and see if she would come back and drop the bridle a little here and have a breather, but that was not to be the case. She ran 1:52.33 the time. The back end of it will be quite slow. She had that great big lead. She was out by, well, at least 10 at one stage of the race, and the others off the bit, a fair way out chasing. She simply didn't come back to them, dropping out of the Oaks over the 2,400 back to an 1,800 today. She had the leg drill, and that certainly did tell at the finish of the race. Number 6, the winner by Slater from Convictions, a Woodman mare for Gold Front Thoroughbred Breeding and Racing, trained by Danny Morton, handled by Clint Johnston Porter. She got pretty leg weary late in the race. Boomalaka, Emma Stent has run to second, ridden by Emma Stent for the Sharon Miller stable, by Viscount from Bonzara Gold, and third, number 4, the stablemate of Boomalaka, Kawaja, by Blackfriars out of Biara Rose, Paul Harvey. Racy Ava, the fave, got the drifts in the betting out to $2.10. She couldn't find a friend here at the track, and she was off the bit a long way out. A length and a half, a short neck of the margins, and look at that sectional time, 38.15. 38.15, and entitled to be the case with all of the speed on for the first 1,200 metres. Race number 2 on the card will be the Yellow Glen Plate over the 1,000 for the youngsters. Number 2, Finger Mark, coming out of the next on the card. Okay, well, it'll be no doubt a big week in the lead up to the Group 1 Sangster for the Morton stable. Dadey Tess over there, having won the Irwin Stakes at her first run in Adelaide, and she'll no doubt be all the eyes of WA on her at Morfettville on the weekend. In the meantime, let's go down to Vince Colliker, represents the stable today after the all-the-way victory of Prue, Britt.
Thanks, Darren. Vinny, it's always nice when the boss is away to be able to get a victory, but I think when he would have been watching over there, he would have been pretty excited to see the horse 10 lengths in front. Were you expecting that?
Well, yes, we were. Like we said that before the race, there's no point in holding this filly back. If she wants to run, we'll let her run. And in regards to the last start, there was no fault of the jockey last start. He probably didn't know her, and she can change legs a couple of times, so he thought he was probably sound and pulled her up, but she was all good. We got her back, and yeah, that's like what she do, just jump and roll.
Back to the 1,800 is definitely suitable for her. Is that the sort of trip that the team will try keep her around?
Yeah, I would think so, but that's Stan's department, so we'll let him work that out. But I think that's probably perfect, the 18 or 2,000, yeah.
And have you spoken to Danny recently? How is the mighty mare, Dainty Tess?
Well, he's actually over the moon. He said to me that she did work really, really exceptionally well on the grass on Tuesday, and he can't get her any better. She's well. She's jumping out of skin. So yeah, she's pinging. She's gonna do well. Yep.
Well, fingers crossed for the team, and hopefully you can keep everything afloat here.
Thank you very much.
Well done, Vinny, and we'll chat with Clint Johnson-Porter here and see how he's going. And she was pretty strong in those early stages. Did you realise just how far out in front you were?
Not at first. I had to have a look under my legs and see where everyone was, and I was quite a distance in front of them all. She was pulling quite hard early, so aim today was not to fight her. Dropping back helped us to be able to let her roll out in front and still finish off at the end, what she did.
Is that the secret to her, just not fighting her, letting her relax and just go at her own pace?
I definitely think so. I think when you start to grab hold of her, she starts changing strides and stuff, so best bet's just let her roll.
Did you think you were going to be able to hold on? I did see you have a little look to see where you were, 10 lengths in front. As you come to the corner, you knew they'd be closing quick. Did you think she had enough in the tank?
Yeah, I definitely did. I was just checking if I had to go yet. It was a matter of letting the handbrake go. She was slugging today, but that was probably because we went a little bit quick, but she did a good job.
She certainly did. Congratulations on the win.
Yeah, thank you.
Clint Johnson-Porter there, the winning jockey with Prue, and that was a nice way to start the meeting, Mark, with a 10 lengths out in front. It's always good to see those tearaway leaders.